is Wookie from Mandala Studios. This is making a set of foam antlers. So we're first of all priming the antlers we've already made with a layer of Plastidip primer. It comes in a spray can. Just spray it nice and easily over the whole surface. Make sure you're wearing mask and protective gear, or do it in a massive spray booth. Now we're going to colour the antlers with a layer of, well, a couple of layers of camo tan Plastidip. And again, it's just nice, even, thin coats built up to get the even colour. It's quite easy because it's going over white. Often I use black for horns and things, but I wanted to save myself some painting time on this as we're quite short on time. So we spent the extra money to order in new tan Plastidip. So now we're going to give the antlers quite a thin brown, ready brown ink wash. So we mix up some IPA with some FW ink, mix it up, and then we're just going to apply it over the whole surface of the antlers with a mop brush. It's quite thin. This will all get covered later with lots of other shades, so it's just to really try to help pick up some details and start some tonal variation. As you can see, we're doing lots of these at once for this job. Now on to dry brushing. To do that we mix up some acrylic paint with a bit of Prosaid, mix it up in a little aluminium tray, then wipe off most of the paint on the paper towel and just lightly brush over the whole surface. This will really help pick up the pointier bits of the texture that we stippled on earlier. This first layer we just do evenly all over. Then we mix up some more with some white in it, which is thinner, more on the points. You can see we're just trying to get some variation over the whole surface, so it starts darker and comes out to lighter. Pay particular attention over the burr and the root as well. Now we're going to airbrush them, and we're just going to start with a few different shades of brown mixed together. I tend to airbrush antlers and things kind of following the flow of the tines and things, just try and get some striation occurring. As you see, we can just mix up various shades in the pot of the airbrush. We don't have to colour match any of these particularly, everything's trying to look organic anyway, so we don't need to worry about any particular shade as long as it kind of fits together. So now we're heading more reddy colour. Again, this is now a darker shade, just hitting it in a sort of striation lines, but paying a bit more attention to the corners where everything separates. Add some shading there. Now in with another darker shade still, again same thing, in the corners, and add some striations, and then one more pass, really dark now, right in the corners, and then adding a few little detail lines around the burr. Now to make the antlers able to secure to a headpiece, we need to fill the void in the soft foam with something harder that you could screw into. So first of all we snip off the armature wire and then push in a little plug of backer rod that's about the right size. Then we just take the end off the antler in a little sort of shallow bevel so we have more of a surface area and depth to fit the rigid foam into. Then we're going to mix up some rigid polyfoam. It's a 2:1 ratio. It's quite toxic, so make sure you wear a mask or do it in a well ventilated area. So it's just 2 parts, quite accurately mixed on some digital scales. Give the parts a mix, then pour into the void. You're just going to have to kind of judge how much you need, and it'll overflow, and I'm just knocking off the excess there with a tongue depressor so it doesn't go everywhere too crazily. And once that's set, be ready to screw and trim, or trim and screw and mount onto a fiberglass headpiece or something. And there we go, some finished antlers. Thanks for watching. Hope you like, share and subscribe. Bye.